All right, we are on our fourth workout. Now, this one is a ladder, so it's a little bit different. First of all, we're going to start with 20 jumping jacks, 20 high knees, 20 booty kicks, low or high impact, whatever you're feeling at the time. Here's how a ladder works. You're going to do 3 exercises in a row. First for 20 seconds each, then for 35 seconds, then 50 seconds, and then you're going to repeat that, but come back down. So you'll start with 50 seconds, back down to 35, back down to 20 seconds. So it's the same 3 exercises for quite a long period of time. And there is no rest until the entire ladder is complete. So it's very challenging. Ladders are very challenging. And you'll notice that some of these are single leg exercises. So for those, you'll do one leg, pick a leg to start with always. I always start on my left leg. So on ladders and things like this where it kind of gets confusing, I'm going to do my left leg on the way up the ladder and my right leg on the way down the ladder. Okay, so you're going to start with squat. We've done squat before. And then we're going to do single leg raises, which we've never done before. So on the way up the ladder, I would be doing my left leg, which means that I'm going to be working my left leg mostly, so that's the one that's going to stay on the ground. You can choose however you want to remember, but that's how I do it. Okay, so you're going to get up in a bridge. You're going to extend that leg, just like in the single leg hip extensions, except you're going to hold that bridge and you're going to raise that leg up and down. Don't let your knees go past each other. That's where you stop, and don't let the foot touch all the way down to the ground, okay? The alternative to that is to just hold a bridge, okay? That's the way to modify that one. And so you'll do that for 20 seconds, then 35 seconds, then 50 seconds, and then as you come back down the ladder, when you get to that exercise, you'll switch legs and do the other leg for that amount of time. Okay, next we have walking lunges. Now, walking lunges typically are moving, so you're going to step out, lunge, step out, lunge, come up in between. Now, if you are confined to a certain space, which is fine, you're going to step out and step back together, okay? And just alternate those. Step out and step back together. And to make them more challenging, if you're walking, you would kind of be coming up to a balance anyway. So to make it more challenging, you'd step out, come up to a balance, and then switch. Step out, come up to a balance. And just hold it for a second, just long enough to know that you're balanced. Okay, the next ladder, you're starting at the top, and then you're descending the ladder in terms of time, and then climbing back up, and we have a few single leg things. So we have our single leg deadlifts. And just a reminder on the deadlifts. Less challenging, more challenging. Placement of the leg. Keep that back nice and flat as you stand up. Really, really, really squeeze that booty and work very, very, very hard to balance throughout the entire time that you're doing them. Then we have split squats. You can hold weights with these or not. And you're just going to lunge up and down. And watch that form. Keep the weight in the front leg. Toes pointed forward. Don't let that knee go over the foot. Okay, and then we have a single leg bridge. So, like the single leg hip extensions, you're going to put that leg up, and you're just going to hold it in a bridge. Really, really squeeze. Try and get those hips as high off the ground as you can. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. The modification of that is just to do a double leg bridge. So both feet on the floor and just holding it. And remember your hand positions too. You can also cross them over your chest, or you can put them up in front of your face to make that movement more challenging. All right, and then we have a core ladder. So plank. Remember, start on your forearms. As you get stronger, work up to your hands and toes. And if you feel that low back starting to bother you, put your knees down. Put your knees down and modify that. Okay, the next one is Russian kicks. So what we're going to do is you're going to be not quite in a tabletop because your hips will be kind of low to the ground. So you'll be kind of like this, but you are going to raise your hips up off the ground a little bit. And you're going to raise one leg and touch that toe. And then with the opposite hand. Okay? So keep that core really tight. Keep those hips off the ground. And try and pick up speed as you get stronger and are able to balance. And then cobra. Okay, so Cobra, you're laying on your tummy, arms at your side. I'll show you kind of diagonal here. Arms at your side, palms up, and you're just gonna raise up. Raise your legs, keep them straight, but raise your legs and your whole body and your upper body up. And you're just gonna hold it. That's Cobra. All right, have fun with those.